Hey everyone, I just want to say a few something really quickly. This video is a bit long because I start really talking about anime and stuff before the beginning of the episode. So I'll put links either in a pinned comment or in the description or both about the time code for the beginning of the reaction. So if you want to just skip ahead and not listen to the things that I have to say, because I understand that it might get a bit boring maybe. You totally can. You totally can. I talk a little bit about Bleach, I talk a little bit about a lot of stuff. So if you really are not interested in that, just click that link and I'll see you guys there, I guess. Well, hello everyone, my name is Andre and today we are back with some more Dragon Ball Z Abridged. This time, we are with a Cell versus. So, you guys probably know this already. After episode 56, which marks the time in between, if I'm not mistaken, marks the time in between, the episodes. It's the filler episodes before they fight Cell, basically, and the training episodes. And Team 4-Star decided that in the meanwhile, some very famous and well-known characters from other animes and pieces of work would decide to visit Cell on his stadium and challenge him to a battle in the meantime. So Cell wasn't just standing there for like a week looking at the air. No, he had a lot of adventures throughout that time. I'm very curious to see this one. This first one is versus Yusuke, which I don't know this guy. It's from an anime that I've never seen. But there are a couple on the playlist that I could recognize. Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, obviously. Which I wonder what that's going to be like. One Punch Man, which I'm doubtful. I'm curious about what they're going to do with One Punch Man, because I'm one of those people that say, Saitama would not stand a chance against Krillin. But at the same time, I've never seen One Punch Man. I obviously know Saitama because, well, pop culture, but I have never seen Saitama. Kind of because of Dragon Ball, in a way. I've never seen it because people keep saying that he's comparable to Dragon Ball Z characters, and I just don't want to believe it, I guess, and I'm just stubborn that way. So, because I'm petty, I refuse to, till this day, I've refused to watch One Punch Man. Maybe I should, I don't know. I have a friend that likes the show, but there are a couple of shows that I've never really watched that are quite famous. I never really watched Naruto, for instance. I've watched a few movies and like 2 episodes of Naruto, but truthfully, I've never really watched Naruto. The first anime that I actually watched was Dragon Ball, obviously, but the anime that I watched first that got me into animes was Hunter x Hunter, which, damn, that was a good one to start with. Let me tell you, if Hunter x Hunter wasn't as good as it is, I probably wouldn't have watched as many animes as I have to this day. And when I say that Hunter x Hunter means a lot, it really means a lot to me, because it opened my horizons to a new world, basically. It's basically the show that showed me that animation was not just, for children. And it really created a philosophy of cinema for me that I'm adamant about, which is animation as incredible cinematic potential that could, in my opinion, surpass live action in many ways. So, when I actually started watching Hunter x Hunter, especially, I have to say, Hunter x Hunter is really good, but that Chimera arc, oh my god, that's, the Chimera arc really broke me. So amazingly done. Especially the relationship between, Meruem and Kumogi. Oh my god. That was amazing. That final scene, it's just poetic in my opinion. I don't know what to say about that. Like, and you have so many great anime. Like my top 3 anime of all time, most definitely have to be Avatar: Legend of Aang, which I a lot of people don't count it as an anime. Some people count it as an anime. I count it as an anime. I say it's an anime, and Avatar is just my favorite show of all time and my favorite piece of, visual entertainment of all time. Like, there's no film, there's no show that surpasses Avatar for me. It's my favorite of all time. And then in second, most definitely, Mahou Soja Madoka Magica. And if you haven't seen Madoka Magica, it's just brilliant in so many aspects, but damn, the aesthetics. Like, Madoka Magica has is the wrong choice here. It's probably one of the most aesthetically, beautiful anime that I have seen so far. And I've seen a lot of anime by now, but it's probably, if not the best, it's probably one of the best, and it's definitely on the top 5 most aesthetically beautiful anime of all time. And the way they criticize, the magical girl genre and the deconstruction of the genre, and just the story itself, how messed up it actually is once you think about it. The way the colors in the show and the color theory in the show works to enforce and enhance those feelings of desperation. The labyrinths that are just they are just like an experimental version of what you'd think the subconscious of the magical girl that turned into a witch became after it went into chaos and stuff like that. It's just a brilliant show. And if you haven't watched Madoka Magica, I cannot state this enough. Please do. That show is just brilliant in so many ways, and it has so many layers. Like, it's just too good. And if you don't like Omura in that show, you're just sick. Sorry, you're wrong. Omura is the best in that show, and if you disagree, you're just wrong. The end. And third place for me, it's most definitely Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion. Like, Jesus Christ, that show is just great as well. It's just really fun. So, without any further ado, and sorry about the rant, let's begin, shall we? So, Yusuke, I don't know.
The final days before the end of the world. I should probably take in the calm before...
Holy crap! You're a Meshi! Look at this guy's head!
Oh, thank God. I was getting bored.
Hey, Bugman, what's your deal? Are you a demon, a monster, or just some dickhead in a costume?
Technically all of the above. But more importantly, I'm the dickhead who's going to murder a couple of street toughs for daring to approach my arena for the Cell Games. Presented by Heat
Well, excuse us,
Presented by
Scrap,
Heat
We're under the impression that your little tournament was an open invite. And between you and me, I don't like to pass up invitations on tournaments. Or to kick evil guys' asses. Yeah, even when they're threatening to destroy the world. Wait, I mean
That hair. That hair. I always love guys with that hair in anime. It's so ridiculous. I always wonder if that's even possible to maintain in real life. That's the bro hair from Akame ga Kill. Bro had a similar. I don't remember his name besides Bro. That's what he was called. May you rest in peace, bro. But that's his hair, and it's just a great hair. I really love it because I just wonder, the maintenance that you gotta put into that. It's also the same. There's also a guy in Beelzebub that wears the same hair. It's really a good hair. Like, the amount of hours a day that you must use to make such a perfectly shaped bun like that, it's just incredible.
I think he might have said the other one. Don't hurt yourself, man.
I see. It seems my tournament has attracted some unintended participants. Then tell me...
Actually, the animation is fairly decent.
What do you bring to the table?
With a single blast from my finger, I can turn it...
The animation is actually fairly decent. I'll say. Like, it's pretty good. Considering that this is fan made. They look like they're there. Sure, like these characters seem a bit off, but
An
still.
S-rank demon into a pile of ash. Or shoot little pot shots between the goalposts on your head. And I have a sword.
Nice.
Cuts through dimensions and stuff.
Oh, that seems cool.
Very impressive, kids. Now, which one can blow up the planet?
What?
The gun or the sword? Which one could literally erase the planet from existence? Because I can do that with a finger.
Labara, grab your crap. We're going back to Genkai. Yeah, whatever. You're not even worth it, Bugman. Pompous green asshole. I'll show you what my middle finger can do.
They're going to have to take the bus home.
Yeah.
The kids.
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
Hello.
That was so short but so sweet. Yeah, that was really, really fun. Was this the guy that animated it? Guest editor, I guess. Really fun. Really, really fun. I really don't know what to say. Like I said, I don't know who that guy is and from what anime. Does it say in the description below here somewhere? If you don't got that, the ring surprise. No. Doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like they say anything about that. So yeah, no, it was interesting. I like obviously a lot of people have these types of arguments. For instance, I have a friend of mine that's very into Naruto. And he never really saw much of Bleach, and I never saw much of Naruto, but saw a lot of Bleach, which I don't want to really talk about Bleach, unfortunately, because the 10,000-year-old arc just disappointed me to hell. I haven't finished it because I found out what the thing about Kenpachi, you know what I'm talking about? I found out about the Bankai thing. I didn't like that at all. I hated it a lot. I hated it a lot. And that was the drop for me. I wasn't really enjoying the arc to begin with. Especially after, you know, a very fun character killed himself. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe you don't know what I'm talking about because I'm trying not to spoil a lot. But especially after that character. And then you have the thing with Kenpachi. The first thing and the second thing. Because the first thing also bothers me because, come on. You know, you were at war and then you're doing that first? Really? And putting that in jeopardy? I'm trying to be very cryptic, but I do believe that if you read like the manga, you know more or less what I'm talking about. So I really didn't like that arc. And then you had the whole thing when they go to, you know, the other place. And that was just weird to begin with, because you'd think that you'd get explanations there, but those explanations don't really make sense. At least for me, it didn't really make sense. It felt like, no, I didn't like that. I really didn't enjoy what they did with Bleach a lot. The same thing happened to Seven Deadly Sins. Have you guys read the finale? Like the mini final arc that they have after you know who gets you know what. They have that thing with Merlin, and it's just dumb as hell, and it's just inconsequential. Like, the thing that happens with Merlin is just so pointless, isn't it? Like, am I the only one who thinks that? That thing that happens with Merlin is just such an unimportant side story to the whole thing, and then it ends as abruptly as it started, right? It ends just as fast, and then you have that thing that Merlin. You learn like something about Merlin's past that you're like, no, not Merlin, and it's just bad. That reveal about Merlin's past almost made me not like her at all, because it's so cliche. It almost killed me. It was really, really bad. I don't know if you guys agree, but I just hated it so much. And then the fact that, you know, the thing happens to Escanor, which when I saw that happen, I almost said I'm not gonna breathe anymore. I read the entire thing to the end, but when I saw that happen to Escanor, I almost quit. Because Escanor is my favorite character out of the 7 deadly sins. Like, my favorite used to be Gother. But then Escanor is introduced and he's just amazing. As Escanor is, the pinnacle of all humanity. And then that thing happens. And I'm like, no, Escanor deserved so much better. Like, so much better. And it only happens to him. That's what bothers me. Like, no one else goes through what Escanor went. No one else. Like, he gets introduced later than everyone else. And then that thing happens just to Escanor. No one else endures that. The only silver lining is, at the very least, you know, the thing with King happens. And at the very least, that happens because if what happened to King in the end didn't occur the way it occurred, I would have been so upset. Like, so upset. Sorry about that. I'm gonna leave this episode here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. Links to all the playlists will be on the screen so that you guys can choose and watch whatever you like. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!